Okay, guys, it's already 7:10, and I don't see anyone of you here, so I'm going to start the lesson itself. Now, I want to continue with the exercises we were doing in Khan Academy in Delta Math. I'm sorry if some of you didn't have the possibility to solve them, or if you had any doubts. Well, this is the moment where you're going to be solving those doubts. Now, this question says, which equation is equivalent to the given equation? 11x minus 28 equals x squared. So as you know, guys, x squared always needs to be positive. So if you have 11x, you have to put it on the other side. And how did you do that? Subtracting 11x, and then minus 28 plus 28. And what you do on one side, you do it on the other side. So there's going to be x squared minus 11x plus 28. Okay, what happens here is that you cancel 11x and 11x, they cancel. Negative 28 and positive 28, they cancel. So now you get a 0. So 0 is going to be x squared minus 11x plus 28. And that is going to be x squared minus 11x plus 28. So here's the solution. Okay, now let's move on to the next exercise. In this exercise, look that these are the ones you say, teacher, you have to move it to the other side. Well, not exactly, because as we said before, x squared always needs to be positive. So it's better to have minus 15x plus 54 equals negative x squared. So if you're going to put it on the other side, you have to add an x squared over this side and an x squared on this side. That way, negative x squared and positive x squared, they cancel, that is equal to 0. And if I reorganize this equation with the exponent getting smaller, it's going to be x squared minus 15x, because remember the exponent here is going to be 1, plus 54, it's going to be equal to 0. So x squared minus 15x plus 54 is going to be equal to 0. So that's going to be the solution. Now, I'm going to move on to this one. Negative x squared plus 32. And, well, you got to move this one to the other side. So plus 4x, the only way you can cancel a positive 4x is by subtracting a 4x. So minus 4x over here. This way, negative x squared plus 32 minus 4x equals 0. Question, is this right? What do you find is not correct here? Well, for me, it's negative. So was this appropriate? Nope. Because like this, you're going to have your x squared negative. The idea was better to have negative x squared plus 32 equals 4x. And now I recommend you cancel this x squared with adding an x squared. And what you do on one side, you do it on the other side. And plus 32 minus 32. What you do on one side, you do it on the other side. Then you organize it according to the terms of the exponents. So 0 is going to be equal to x squared plus 4x minus 32. X squared plus 4x minus 32 is going to be the correct answer. Now solve for all values of x by factoring. Guys, this was the third set of exercises that were assigned in Delta Math. And basically, it's doing the same thing we did before. You have an x squared plus 6x plus 24 equals negative 5x. So what you want to do is you want to cancel this minus 5x, and the only way you can do it is by adding 5x on this side. But as we mentioned before, what you do on one side, you have to do it on the other to maintain the balance. So you're going to be adding 5x on this side, right? And now the answer is going to be x squared plus 6x plus 5x plus 24 equals 0. And why this? Because I am collecting like terms, okay? So x squared plus 11x plus 24 is going to be equal to 0. So as you did it before, and when we worked with the diamonds, we were looking for a number that when you multiplied it, gave you 24, and added, gave you 11. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be looking for the factors of 24. And now the factors of 24 are going to be 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. Okay? Now this could be this positive, or they can also be negative. But you can see, guys, that over here, I have a positive sign. And if I have that positive sign, I don't have to be worried about negative factors, okay? Now, the next step I'm going to do is I am going to add them. 1 plus 24, 2 plus 12, 3 plus 8, and 4 plus 6. 1 plus 24 is going to be equal to 25. 2 plus 12 is going to be equal to 14. 3 plus 8 is going to be equal to 11. And 4 plus 6 is going to be equal to 10. Okay, so here, guys, you can identify that the linear term is an 11. And if the linear term is an 11, the only linear term that gives us an 11 are going to be these factors. Okay, so that way you're going to be having two parentheses let me have it a little bit more organized. 2 parentheses and it's going to be x plus 3 times x plus 8 equals 0. Now it says solve for all values of x by factoring. So this is what I found, and then let's use a little review when we were talking about the zero property. Remember the zero property that said that a times b was equal to 0 only when a was 0. Okay, this is not the a, it was lowercase. When a was equal to 0, or B was equal to 0, or both A and B were equal to 0. Okay, when both an A and B were equal to 0. So if I'm going to do the same here, I will talk about x plus 3 equals 0. So x equals -3, because -3 plus 3 makes me this equal to 0. And then the next one is going to be x plus 8 is equal to 0. So x is going to be equal to -8. Now these are the values of x that can be there that will make my equation equal to 0. But now you say, yeah, teacher, but I didn't know how to do it. And when I was working in Delta Math, for example, in this exercise, x squared plus x minus 25, you know there's a way you can find the solution that is going to explain. So look that over here. I can have the same exercise, okay? And that's why I got two values, x equals 5 and x is equal to -5. Now I'm going to show you this little help video that is going to be very useful to explain this exercise that we're going to be talking about in a couple of minutes, but I want another person to be explaining it for us. Hey guys, I just received a message from Nicole Tatiana saying that it didn't work. So let's do something over here. Stop sharing.
Yes.
Okay. So what Ms. Morales was saying is, teacher, look, you have an x squared minus 9x plus 2 equals -6x plus 2. You want to have -6x plus 2 on the other side. So if that is so, what you can do is add 6x on this side and subtract 2. That way, -6x plus 6x, the answer is going to be 0. And +2 plus -2, the answer is going to be 0. But exactly what you do on one side, you do it
You
on
do
the
it
other.
on the other.
So you have x squared minus 9x, and then I'm going to say plus 6x. And then plus 2. And then plus 2. And minus 2. Right? And minus 2 is going to be equal to 0. Okay? So x squared minus 9x plus 6x is x squared minus 3x
Teacher.
plus 0 equals 0. Any questions, guys?
No.
No.
No? No? Let's go.
Teacher, I can do the third one. I have the answer.
Yes, but let me finish this one. So when we finish this one, we can move on, guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, you can do the third one. Okay, so guys, here, like Ms. Morales said before, teacher, we have the same possibility, and what I would like you to do is factor the greatest common factor. So you have x times x minus 3, which is going to be equal to 0. So now you're going to have x equals 0 and x minus 3 equals 0. So x is going to be equal to 3. Okay? So good job, Ms. Morales. You did really good. Who wants to do that second one, guys? Who wants to do the second one, guys?
Oh my God.
So Maria Paz, yeah, I'm gonna be moving to the chat. Yes, Maria Paz, first you cancel like terms, but cancel or collect like terms and add them up. Thank you, Mariana. That is the exact answer I was looking for. Okay, who wants to do number 2, guys?
Oh my God.
No? Okay, let's do number 2. Number 2 is not that difficult, guys. Look, I have x squared plus 13x plus 43. And look where I have my 1. So if I have equal to 1, I will subtract 1 here because I want to make it equal to 0. And I will subtract 1 here. That way, I am going to get x squared plus 13x plus 42 equals 0. Right? So guys, what you do now is you're going to be looking for the factors of 42. So the factors of 42 are 1 and 42. 2 and 2 and
21.
21. Very good.
Yeah.
21. 3 and
7.
yes?
No.
3 times what is 42? Remember, I'm looking for the factors of 42.
Wait. Huh, I don't know.
No?
14.
14. How do you know that?
Because you divide 42 in 3.
42 divided by 3 is 14. Very good. And very good, Maria Paz over there. 14. 42, is it divisible by 4? Guys?
No.
No. No. Okay. By 6?
Yes.
Yes. 6 and 7. Okay. And now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding these factors. 1 plus 42, 2 plus 21, 3 plus 14, and 6 plus 7. Why? Because I want to look for the linear term. And I have a 13x. 1 plus 42 is equal to 43. 2 plus 21 is going to be equal to 23. 3 plus 14 is going to be equal to 17. And 6 plus 7 is going to be equal to 13. So guys, we found it here. There you go. These are the ones we're going to be using. So, what I know is that I found both of them, and they're going to be, I'm going to go back to my blue. The factors are going to be parentheses, 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 x plus 6 times x plus 7, which is going to be equal to 0. X plus 6 equals 0? Only when x is equal to -6, because -6 plus 6 equals 0, and x plus 7 equals 0 only when x equals,
-7.
very good. All right, guys? Now,
Yes.
someone of you said you
No,
wanted to
mami,
solve.
no, estoy
Me,
contigo, pero
me.
no ma, estaba abierto y yo lo cerré porque es que es incómodo la luz y
Busy.
Now you know why, guys, I've told you to put your microphones in mute.
Uy, I'm sorry, teacher.
No, it's okay, buddy. I don't have
Mi
a
mamá me
problem.
estaba subiendo el blackout y que pues,
No, case.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
guys.
bye.
It's okay. It's okay. Just turn your microphone to mute. It's all right. Okay. Who wants to solve? Who said was
Me.
going to be solving number 3? Okay, it's a solve. Can you please solve it, or tell me, and I can dictate and I can
It's like
write.
x is because we have like to isolate the -5x on the other side, like so we put a positive 5x.
So x squared plus 2x equals -5x. -5x. And here you say plus 2x?
Yes. No.
Plus 5x?
Yes.
Plus 5x. So here I also have to have plus 5. Plus 5x, right?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. So then I think that like we cancel the one of the 5x, -5x and plus 5x, and we leave like in the other side. And then like we add the plus 2x and the plus 5x and will be like plus 7x.
Very good. So what Isabella just did, what Isaso just did was she collected like terms, and 2x plus 5x is going to be equal to 7x, right? So x squared plus 7x is equal to 0. And here, what do?
We do like the distributive, the property.
So you factor the greatest common factor. That is going to be x. That is going to be multiplying
Times x plus 7 equals 0. And so x will be equal to 0 and x will be equal to plus 7x.
X plus 7 is going to be equal to 0. So here, x is going to be equal to what?
7x.
What number that you put here makes this 7 disappear? That means if you want to isolate x plus 7, the only way you can cancel a plus 7 is subtracting 7. Right? So x plus 7 minus 7 is going to be equal to 0. And what you do on one side,
We do it on the other.
you do it on the other side. So that way you will have x is equal to -7.
That is 7.
Because this cancels.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Any question, guys? No? Okay.
No, wait. Is that I want to take a picture?
No, you don't need to take a picture. This is going to be, look, I am going to save it. This is going to be saved, and this is going to be uploaded to MathRoads with the video.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, with the video of the explanation. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Any questions? But the idea, Maria Paz, if that's you who was speaking, the idea is that you solve your doubts here, because I'm in this moment, in this place, and I can help you.
Okay, teacher, but no, I don't have that.
Teacher, I have
Okay.
one doubt.
Yes?
Teacher, it's because I like understand but know so well the number 2 and I want like to have it clear.
Okay, number 2. Guys, I only have 2 more minutes because I have another class with 10th grade, okay? I'm going to explain it again, Miss Ramirez. X squared plus 13x plus 43 is going to be equal to 1. So what you want to do is you want to have a 0 on the other side. That's why the first thing I did was I was looking to isolate or to cancel this 1. That's 1 minus 1 was equal to 0. But what I do on one side, I do it on the other, right? And here's where I got x squared plus 13x plus 42 equals 0. I look for the factors of 42. The factors of 42 are the numbers that can divide the factors are the numbers which 42 is divisible by. So that's why you have 1 and 42, because 1 times 42 is 42. 2 times 21, 2 times 21 is 42. 3 times 14 is 42. And 6 times 7 is 42. Now what you do with these numbers is that you add them. You add the factors. 1 plus 42, and the answer was 43. 2 plus 21, the answer was 23. 3 plus 14, the answer was 17. And 6 plus 7, the answer was 13. Why did we choose the yellow one? Because look that the linear term is 13x. So we have x plus 6 and x plus 7 is going to be equal to 0.
It's
Is it
like
clear?
doing the diamond.
Yeah, exactly. It's like doing the diamond. What two numbers are multiplied
Is the
and give you
diamond.
42?
Is the diamond.
Yes, the diamond. Which two numbers multiplied give you 42 and added give you 13? Well, those are going to be 6 and 7. So that's why you have x plus 6 and then times x plus 7, which is equal to 0. Then I want to find when is this x going to be really equal to 0. When x plus 6 equals 0, x has to be equal to negative 6 because negative 6 plus 6 is 0 and negative 7 plus 7 is equal to 0. Is that clear, is that so?
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. I hope we can meet again. I was doing a video before you came in. I started recording it, so it's going to be a little bit longer. So I hope you enjoyed the video when you're at home studying, all right? Thank you for being here.
Teacher,
Yes?
so the homework of it is for next week and you will put it?
Yes, I will assign it on Phidias.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
All
thank you.
right.
Thank you
Take
so
care,
much
guys.
for the video
Thank you, teacher.
conversation.
Thank you guys for your
Thank you,
time.
teacher.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.